I'm Tana.
And I'm Veronica.
We're here to share some projects with you today on Leisure Live. We're doing some Pom Pom projects and we want to talk about I Love Yarn Month, which we're still in the middle of.
That's right. So here at Leisure Arts, we've decided that I Love Yarn Day is not long enough.
It's a month.
So we are celebrating all month long because we love yarn.
That's right.
So that, Leisure Arts started as a yarn company. We do a whole lot more than yarn now, but we are true to our roots. We love yarn. We love to celebrate yarn. And we know that there are more things that you can do with yarn than knit and crochet. We love plastic canvas. We love doing crafting with yarn. So we want to show you. Tana is probably one of her favorite crafts for yarn. She is a Pom Pom fan.
I do. I love Pom Poms. And one of the things I wanted to show you guys today is this rug that lives in my office. We made this rug for our All About Pom Poms book. And since this project took shape, it has lived in my office and makes me happy every day. It is something that you can go to your yarn stash and make pom-poms of all sizes with all yarn weights, variegated yarn, solid yarn, mix it all up, and it doesn't matter. It looks beautiful together. You can see we didn't care about what color it was. We didn't care about what size, what weight the yarn was. We just put it all together and it looks really fabulous.
And I may or may not have been known to sit on this during a crisis or two. Like, what are we going to do?
Yes, it makes
very
people happy.
Calming.
It does. It makes people happy.
It's like the timeout spot for kids.
It is definitely.
The calming corner?
Yes,
it's
yes.
the calming corner.
The other thing I wanted to share with you guys, and we're not going to make any pom-poms today, but there are lots of ways, and I'm sure that you guys have made pom-poms because everybody loves them. I love them. It's the reason why I think everybody must. But a lot of people, when we started making pom-poms, would wrap the yarn around cardboard. Lots of people still do that, but there's lots of different pom-pom makers out there to use. Clover has a really great one. There's a lot of them on the market that are really easy to use for people who don't build things with their hands, like with a piece of wood or a piece of cardboard. But pom-poms come out in different shapes. This hairy little guy came out because you don't wind too much yarn together, you don't wind it too tight, and you get a little guy that looks like it's a hairy little creature.
Like Cousin It.
Yes, yes. And then if you give it a heavier yarn and a thicker, and you wrap it more thickly, you come up with the really dense little ball that you can trim and make. It really is pretty dense. Mm-hmm. So there's lots of different ways to make pom-poms, and you can see that in this rug. As I said, we've done different colors and different sizes. So I just think pom-poms are just really, really fun to make.
And if you are looking for a tutorial, we are going to have at the end of this month and probably the beginning of next month a couple of videos on our YouTube channel. And if you haven't been to our YouTube channel, check it out. We have lots of great playlists. We have what we call just snapshots into books and products. So just a quick look inside of a book or a look inside of a product. And so we do have a little demo for pom-poms coming out in a couple of our snapshots the end of this month.
We do. And we think you guys will have fun with that.
Yeah, be on the lookout for those and check out our YouTube channel if you haven't seen it. But are we going to give away some books today?
We are.
All right, what are we giving away?
We're going to give away the Pom Pom, All About Pom Poms. We're going to give away Open House Merriment, which has a lot of different crafts in it, but it also has some pom-pom crafts. And then we're going to give away this one that's Yarn Whimsies. And it is, again, some other things besides pom-poms, but I'm going to focus on pom-poms today. So these projects, these trees, are in the, and I'm going to knock something over like we always do, is in the Yarn Whimsy book. And these are really easy to make with floral styrofoam. Mm-hmm. So you just wrap the yarn around the floral styrofoam. You get it completely wrapped, and then you take a varying color and you wrap a little bit around the outside, and you make a pom-pom, and you put it on top.
That's a great idea. I've actually made Christmas trees out of these styrofoam forms before, but I did it with gumdrops because I'm a masochist. I put all of those things onto little toothpicks and filled these styrofoam forms arms
That's
with
crazy,
hundreds
Veronica.
of gumdrops. Well, you've met me, right?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, so yeah, no, I can get a little crazy with my crafting, but I think the yarn is a really fun idea, and I hadn't thought about that, so that's a good idea.
It is.
And adding that pom-pom on top just gives it that perfect little touch.
It has a little personality.
That's
and as you
right.
can see, we've made them in different sizes. We'll tell you a little bit more about what's the rest of the stuff that's in this book, but we have yarn wreaths, so pom-pom wreaths. So basically you just take the pom-poms, make them in all different sizes and colors, and either work them around a wire frame or work them around a styrofoam.
And what
piece.
I love about that is that you can really make a design piece for any season. So you can make a wreath for spring. You could use pastel colors, and maybe make them a little oblongy to look like eggs.
That's
for
right.
Easter.
That's right.
You could do like pink and red for Valentine's Day, red, white, and blue for the summer. So red and green. I think there's a red and green one in that.
There
book,
is in
right?
this book. That's right.
Yeah. So literally, you can have a pom-pom wreath for every season.
That's right.
That's awesome.
And also in this book is this little snowman. And basically all he is 2 different size pom-poms put together with some pipe cleaners, a little bit of ribbon, and a little bit of felt. And I made some of these with my granddaughter not long ago, where we made some animals and we placed some pom-poms together, and she just loved that. It's really, really easy, especially if you've taken the time to make the pom-poms, and all the kids have to do is put them together and put the faces and stuff on them. So those are really great things to do with your children.
And if you have really small kids, we have some of our mini maker line is, instant crafts, basically everything you need to make the craft inside that box, that bite-sized craft experience. And we have several, 3, I believe, of the kits that actually have the ready-made pom-poms
They
in
do.
there.
They're little, there's
so we have a
fox.
bluebird, a fox, and then a rabbit. So those are great for young kids, where you can use them to do different things with. But that's a nice introduction to pom-poms, especially for really small kids.
It is.
So, or if you just want to get there faster.
To get there faster
And that's
is what we want a
honestly
lot
what
of
our
the
mini
time.
maker line is for. It's get there faster. You want to try something, but you don't want to jump all the way in. It's a nice halfway point there. So I want to hear more about what we've got going on here. But if you want to win these books, comment below.
Yes.
Let us know.
We need those comments so we can give these books to you guys.
That's right. So let us know, what do you like to craft? Either around the holidays or with yarn, or what is your favorite craft, even if it's none of the above. I mean, I talked about my gumballs, or not my gumballs, my gumdrops. But does anyone have anything to say? Any greetings or questions?
Yeah, Dee says hi. Yarn is life. She's so excited about this segment.
Oh, good.
Chris has made those cone Christmas trees with her Girl Scouts.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fun.
Girl
I haven't
Scouts.
done it with my Girl Scouts yet. That's a good idea.
And Debbie from Idaho says, I love pom-poms. Hi, ladies.
See,
Hi.
pom-poms, everybody loves them.
Who doesn't love pom-poms? They're just
I
happy.
know, they are.
inducing.
One of the other things that's in the Crazy About Pom-Poms book is this Dreamcatcher. So it's got just a little bit of crochet in the center to make the Dreamcatcher. And then these pom-poms around the edge, and these wonderful curly cues done in crochet. So we've mixed pom-poms and crochet in that particular project in the Crazy About Pom-Poms book. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, and so you can see, Mark, I don't know if you can get this or not, but how different these are. So you think pom-pom wreath and you think they're all going to look the same? Heck,
Well, they don't.
those look nothing alike. And you kind of have like a makeshift pom-pom wreath around your neck, don't you?
Yes.
Tell us about
My favorite
that.
necklace has got the little, and this is and I'm going to lose the name of the yarn that this is made from, but it feels like hair.
It's like the fuzzy or
It's fur.
scrubby yarn.
Yep.
Or...
Yep. And it's made pom-poms, and we just made little pom-poms and put them on a chain. And it's very, very easy to make, and I think this would be a quick Christmas gift that lots of people would love. And you can make them in lots of different colors, lots of different styles.
Yeah, and you could also, I think, Halloween's right around the corner too, so you could make that in like orange and black.
Ah, yes, you could.
That would be super
Yes,
fun.
you could.
Yeah, so there's lots of ways to do that. And one of the coolest ways that I think to use pom-poms is in really cool, eclectic home decor. And this chandelier, I think, is so beautiful. And I don't know if the camera does it justice, but there's a combination of these little mirrored little discs with the little curly-cued. Is that crochet?
It is crochet. Those same curlicues that are on the
Right,
Dreamcatcher.
right. The curlicue crochet with tassels and pom-poms, and it really just makes this elegant. It feels like you're in the Frozen movie, right? Like that ice castle. You know, it just has that silvery. Actually, our blog that's coming out tomorrow, we're talking about, you know, we've had a year-long series where we featured a different color from Lion Brand every month. And so this month is a color called Shade, and it's this exact color. I think we're featuring this project.
Awesome.
It's that really silvery gray. I mean, it's gray, but it just has
a little
that
shimmer to it.
So I just love that color.
This looks complicated, but it's basically 3 different sizes of metal rings that are wrapped with white yarn. The pom-poms then are attached. You can use fringe instead of the curlicues if you don't know how to crochet. It's not a problem at all. You could just make more tassels because tassels are really easy to make. And you could, so there's lots of ways to do this if you don't know how to crochet, but it's really beautiful with the crochet in it as well.
I think another thing that would be really beautiful is if you went into like the jewelry department at one of the craft stores and you got those little like strips of, you know, like
icicles or something,
icicles, or just added some jewelry elements to this too. I think, you know, I mean, like,
that'd be great. You're right.
Yeah.
Lots of things you could
Wouldn't
do with
that be beautiful? I mean, you know, my mind just starts going like ding, 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 ding. Once again, that crazy crafting.
Yes, definitely.
But anyway, there's so many fun things you could do with this concept. You know, just take the concept. And what I love about the fact that you actually wrap that yarn around is you're not beholden to like make 100 pom-poms.
Right.
So your pom-poms become your accent.
Right.
Because you've wrapped that yarn so you don't have to cover that every inch.
You don't have to cover all of it with pom-poms. And you can make different size pom-poms. These happen to be all the same size.
Right.
But you could make some large ones for the smaller ring, and you can vary that up any way you want.
And if you have like a lot of people at your house for the holidays or whatever,
Have a pom-pom making party!
you can. It's I'm telling you, you know, kids get bored really easy, and adults get bored really easy too. And get everyone off their phones. So
bring out your yarn stash and make some pom-poms.
People just like make them, and when they leave them behind, you know, you can craft with them, and you can have a memory of like when we were all together, we all made these, and next time they come over to your house for Christmas or whatever, you can say, look what you guys made.
It's perfect.
And so you have that instant memory. I'm always trying to pull memories into things. I think that would be super fun.
So you have another cute one over there from this book.
I do. Speaking of chandeliers, I think this is
actually a light cover, and that is, to me, that says fun and party and just happy.
To me, this is just the perfect thing for a festive occasion. You know, I mean, you can use it year round, but I think it would be super fun. Like I said, I always like to associate things with events, so you could like make it for a birthday and then just have it after that.
Right.
You know, so whenever you see it, you think, you know, we had such a good time at that party or whatever, but you get to see it beyond that, because a lot of times when you make party decorations after the party,
you just throw it all away. That's right.
So
and if it's something
that
that becomes useful, that's cute, that you can use,
exactly,
it works really well.
Exactly.
This has got a little bit of a crochet chain on it, and again, you don't really have to know how to crochet to do that. That's a super simple thing you can do with your fingers if you want, and then just tassels and pom poms.
So that's super fun. What else do we have?
We have this really unique wall hanging.
That's beautiful.
And we went and took a piece of wood from outside. Just go out and find one that you think is really cool. Doesn't have to be straight. This one happened to be. Make your pom-poms. And then this is just yarn wrapped and then knotted. That's all it is. You wrap it around, you let it hang down, and then you knot it in a few places. And you put pom-poms on randomly where the knots are.
So a really, really simple macrame.
Very simple. And it's got long fringe.
That's really, really pretty.
It's really easy.
Yeah, and I love the idea of incorporating the sticks into decor. You see that a lot. And that's like not even a stick, that's like a branch.
Well, yeah,
it's
this
like
one looks
tree.
like it was professionally cut.
But no, that's really cool. So do we have anyone else that wants to talk to us today?
Clovis said fiesta party on that last lampshade.
Yeah, like
you can wear this wear it for a hat.
I'm not that crazy.
Not putting it on, okay.
But no, I was thinking like Cinco de Mayo.
It would be perfect. The colors are just right for that.
Yeah, that would be super fun. What else do we got?
Let's see. All right, so the other thing from this book is this lovely plant hanger. And again, we are using things from around the house. So we went outside to get our parts for this one. This one, we are using our colander. And I'm going to try to get it to hang straight because I picked it up oddly. And I don't want to dump everything out. It needs to be balanced.
And that is super cool because in this, you can use this as a succulent garden. And the cool thing is, you don't have to water your succulents a lot, but when you do, you can just pop it over into the sink, water it a little bit, let it drain out, and hang it back up again.
Yeah.
Or if you had it like on a porch or a back patio, you could just let it leak.
So we've basically covered the handles. We've put a tassel on the bottom, and we've covered the colander with pom-poms. And that's basically all it is, a pom-pom at the top, a ring, and you have a plant hanger.
And those are really pretty colors too.
Yeah, it works really well for fall.
Those jewel tones. Well, these are great. So the books that we've used, we've talked about the Yarn Whimsies. A lot of those are holiday related projects.
They are.
The Crazy About Pom Poms book is kind of year round. And then we've also talked a little bit, and I think we're going to talk about this book a little bit more in depth next week. But we love this Open House Merriment book. We are going to give this away today. We'll probably give away another copy next week, but we won't reveal all of its secrets today. But it does have, in one of its many sections, it has a section on cool yarn things you can do for the holidays. So you want to tell us about that a little bit?
Lots of things with pom-poms, and remember I was telling you guys about the little hairy pom-poms that don't have a lot of, that you make with just a little yarn. They're not wound too tight. So we show you how to use those on a Christmas tree, and then we show you how to wrap. So at the end of a stocking cap. So we've used pom-poms in lots of different ways in this particular section. So use them on your gifts. So you use them as extra, like a bow instead of a bow on a package.
I think that's a great idea because I love to do yarn toppers. I mean, one of my sick little secrets is I go all out in wrapping the present. I don't care what's inside. I love to wrap the present and just do a really beautiful presentation. Whether, we've actually taken the little toppers on water bottles and wrapped those with different things, made a little wreaths out of them. Right. But I love the idea of doing a pom-pom. So
the other thing that this is about photo globes. But what the interesting thing is that they've used in styling, they've used pom-poms as the filler. So a lot of times when you're decorating with your home, your shelves and things, you have a bowl that you put something special in, but you're not quite sure what to put in there. Some people use little rocks, and some people use sand or other things to put in there to use as filler. Pom-poms make a great filler.
That's actually a brilliant idea because I don't know how many of you guys do this, but every Christmas I have a bowl or full of ornaments, and they're usually glass, and they're usually breakable, and they're usually just something I don't necessarily want to put on the tree for one reason or another. But if you put that pom-pom in there, that yarn is like an insulator.
It is.
So it adds some color and fun to your arrangement, but it also protects it too.
I have some old glass ornaments that came from my grandmother's house that I know that my dog bumps into my Christmas tree.
Right, so you don't
I don't put them on the tree. I've also got some engraved ones, and those go in bowls. So pom-poms are great for putting in those.
And it's like dual purpose because it's pretty and it's beautiful, but it's also going to act as like a filler and a protector. Protecting of insulation of your precious ornaments.
It does, and we've got garland, as you can see. We've done a little bit of everything with pom-poms. Little bit of everything.
If there's an idea here we haven't talked about for pom-poms, then I think that would be a stretch to find something we haven't talked about.
It would.
Do we have any more comments?
Yeah, Debbie makes animals out of pom-poms as well as Christmas ornaments.
Awesome. Well,
and I think there's some pretty flowers in here, right?
There are some flowers, and we're going to do a YouTube how to make these flowers.
Tutorial on the flowers.
So I didn't bring them to show you, but if you'll look for that YouTube in the next couple of weeks.
I think that's going to be the last Monday of the month. So we release a YouTube video every Monday. You can see it on our Facebook page. You can see it on our YouTube page as well. So that one is scheduled for the last Monday of the month.
And I think we covered everything that was, there's some little stars. Oh, these little hats. We didn't talk about these little hats.
I love those
Those
hats.
are really, really great little ornaments.
And we made these actually for Christmas in July. Paige actually did a little tutorial on these for one of our live segments for Christmas in July.
Yeah, so
And
you could go back actually and look at that tutorial.
You could. So you could go. So if you haven't found the playlist yet, if you go to our video tab, there's playlists and different playlists, and there's a live playlist. And so if you go back to July and you're interested in how to make those, that's there. And all you do is these are little strips of paper towel or toilet paper holders. You cut them down. You wrap these with yarn. Then when you're done wrapping it, you pull it up through the middle and you tie it off, and it makes a little bum. That is
really, really
literally
easy.
all it is.
Really, really easy.
Yeah, super easy. But when you put all those on a tree, they're super, super fun. And they look hard.
They do. And if you look at the back of this book, you'll see that we've only given you just a few of the things that are inside this book. We've made some wall hangings. We've made some ornaments. There are things to do with this book other than make things out of pom-poms.
Right, and that's what we were talking about before the show. Like, let's say you want to, let's say you want to craft with yarn, but you're not a big fan of pom-poms. There's a lot of fun things to do. One of my favorites is actually on the cover there. It's that Christmas tree, and I just think that's so cool. I think they use starch for that, and they really give it that starch. It kind of has that Dr. Seuss, The Grinch That Stole Christmas, like Whoville look. And you can do something like that in here it's like a framed piece, but you could also do that on a Christmas card. If you have a special friend or someone that you want to let them know you're thinking about them during the holidays. There are some different yarn Christmas cards ideas, like you can do some simple stitching on a card, but you could also incorporate, those different yarn techniques into a really special card if you want to let someone know that you're thinking about them.
And it's the holiday season coming up very soon, and getting started on those decorating projects and getting started on those gifts for your friends and family it's upon us, guys.
So our campaign, what we're going to be talking about all month long in November is, gifting and giving. So we're going to be talking about all different things. We've got stacks and stacks ready for you guys. So
yes, please join us on Thursday every week.
Yes. So don't forget, it's still October though.
Right.
So it's still I Heart Yarn Month. So tell us what you love to do with yarn. Tell us how you love to craft. Comment below to enter to win these 3 books. Mark, do we have any more comments?
Clovis loves the hats. Hats are a big hit. Everybody's commenting on those.
Yes, we love hats.
What else do we have?
I don't know. I think we have talked a lot about pom-poms. Oh, I have a pillow that I didn't show you.
Oh, there you go.
But it's just basically adding pom-poms. Make the pom-poms, add them to a pre-made pillow, and you've got either something great for your own home or a great gift.
Right.
Maybe you've got a pillow that's been in your house for a long time and you've never really figured out what you want to do with it. Dress it up with some pom-poms and give it to your mama for Christmas.
Pom-poms, super cute. I love that idea. It's a great idea. Well, happy crafting, everyone, and we hope you have a great weekend, and we will see you here next Thursday on Leisure Life Live.
Join us later.